Welcome. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. Have you ever heard of the term blessed irony? Meaning, you say something one day that you wouldn't normally take into serious consideration, and then God does you a solid in relation to that random blurb the next day. I don't know what your beliefs are, but those are my beliefs. Case in point, the re-review of Friends, the one with all 10 years by David Wilde. Friends Till the End is a companion book which chronicles the entire 10-season run of one of the most iconic sitcoms in television history. In that review, I stated that I developed feelings for Monica Geller, aka Monica Bain, or Monica Geller Bain, whatever the heck you want to call her now. And consequently, I've thus developed feelings for Courteney Cox. No less than 24 hours after that review gets posted, I walk into Unique Thrift Shop and there she is, waiting in the wings, at least on the cover, people. For 50% off the price of $2.49. We have here Courteney Cox's exclusive People article on life, love, and what she's learned. The star opens up about raising teen daughter Coco. Seriously, if you don't get that reference, you need to go watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. One of the best, period. She also opens up about her romance with musician Johnny McDade and why she'll never take happiness for granted. All this as part of the February 7th issue, which was released earlier this year. We are continuing our expedition to the Emmys, Daytime Emmys edition this week, with Courteney Cox because she's on her third nomination as a producer. Specifically for the docu-series on Facebook Watch, 9 Months with Courteney Cox. She is host and executive producer, documenting a soon-to-be mother's journey to parenthood. A little aperitif for you can be found on page 5. Her article can be found on page 36. Courteney gets candid about raising her teen daughter and how she's happier than ever in love and in life. So basically, Billie Eilish might want to take a cue from Courteney Cox, Coco Sr., if I can call you that with great affection. However, you might notice there's something a little bit off with this. Oh yeah. The cover just comes right out. The entire body of the magazine was torn out from the covers, front and back. And as I was shooting this, I accidentally torn the cover in half. So as you can tell, this was outrageously mishandled. So I had to staple this cover together. And while it doesn't look perfect, hey, it gets the job done. We'll get to Courteney's article in a moment. But let's highlight another Daytime Emmy nominee in the game show field, and that would be Jeopardy! This is Amy Snyder, and most of you Jeopardy fans know who she is. She is the winningest woman in Jeopardy history, $1,382,800. She plans to use some of that winnings for a fancy trip to Ireland and to buy some fancy designer clothes, which she will wear alongside her now fiancé, Genevieve Lewis. This mini Q&A with Emily Strum also discusses how she met her partner Genevieve and how it was love at first sight. She is also the 4th highest earning contestant in the competition's history, alongside Ken Jennings, who is Courteney producer and got snubbed for Outstanding Game Show host, James Holzhauer, and Matt Amodio. She will qualify for the Tournament of Champions, and now she's in good company, because Matteo Wopes, 23, of Canada, will also qualify for the Tournament of Champions. Her 23-game winning streak ended by a margin of $1. 2 worthy women in the Tournament of Champions, definitely proving Alex Trebek's point that Alex wasn't the star of Jeopardy! The contestants and the game were the stars. Most people would respectfully disagree, but I believe that even in Alex's permanent absence, the contestants, and Ken and Mayan Malik, are proving him right. And now for the real star of this review, Birmingham, Alabama native, Courteney Cox. I've always stayed true to myself. The star opens up about her southern roots, preparing for an empty nest, and why she'll never take all the love in her life for granted. This is an article by Julie Jordan, with Peggy Sawada providing the photographs. Now, if you're looking for some Friends scoop, well, that's pretty much all you gotta get. I didn't think that it would be that emotional, says Courteney Cox, filming May's HBO Max special, which earned a couple of Emmy nominations. But for the most part, this article disses on her time working alongside Neve Campbell for their return to the Scream franchise. Her new starring role and producing role in Stars is Shining Veil. It also disses on a new line of products for the home court, and the lessons she's learned while quarantining with teen daughter Coco and longtime love, Snow Patrol frontman Johnny McDade, pictured right over here. And I'd say, if I had this epiphany then, the way I have it now, I definitely would out-sing Johnny McDade, or at the very least out-lip-sync him on Lip Sync Battle, or challenge David Arquette for not only the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, but also for his then-wife's hand in marriage. That's how kind of smitten I am with Courteney Cox. And yes, it did take a bunch of clips of Friends to actually get me to this point. That's pretty much it for this issue. I mean, there's nothing else for me to discuss that I would really vibe with other than Courtney's article and, of course, the mention of Amy Snyder, who now qualifies for the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions. If anything else piques your interest in this magazine, then let me know. I cannot, in good conscience, however, give this all 5 claps because you know that somebody definitely did not handle this with the utmost care. 3.5 out of 5 claps will do just fine. Many people will consider Rachel to be their ultimate crush. Jennifer Aniston, that's all fine and well. How about Phoebe, Lisa Kudrow? That's all fine and well. But for me, even though they might be my backup crushes in terms of friends, I just can't bring myself to develop feelings for either of them. Because I'm in love with Monica. I'm sorry, Chandler, but I love her. I love her. Sorry to get all Chandler on you for that moment, but it just could not be held back anymore. The moral of this story is, if it's really a moral, that Courteney Cox is still a fox. And in case you're keeping score, this isn't the first time I proclaimed my affections for a celeb that I otherwise would not have any feelings for, and they land on the cover of People magazine or somewhere within. It's happened many times. Troy Belisario, Pretty Little Liars, of course. The Bella Twins, WWE Hall of Famers Nikki and Brie Bella, Soleil Moon Frye, Punky Brewster, and now, Courteney Cox. That truly is some blessed irony, and this pattern equals one thing. A real puck-me-up that hits one of the most central parts of my soul. I never thought I'd ever say this, but for the people in the back, I love you, Courteney Cox. For watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the thrift side.